Hey guys, we are going to install a bi-xenon kit on my 2002 WRX Impreza. It should work in 02 and 03 models. I know that 2004 came with projector housings and the headlights were a little bit different. This is just your average regular halogen lights. So this is what we're gonna do. This is a little kit I got. I bought it off of Amazon. I think I paid $100 for it. It's got pretty good reviews, so that's what we're gonna do. This is not just your average kit. This kit actually comes with a relay, comes with 2 ballasts, and it comes with 2 light bulbs. Okay, it's I mean, it's pretty straight up, but it's not as simple as people would think. Okay, so the first thing you gotta do is you gotta make sure you got the right tools. 10mm wrench. If you have a ratchet wrench, that would save you so much trouble. It's amazing. Sockets, I think you only need the 10mm socket, and then depending on how clean and how neat your installation is going to be, you're going to need pliers and maybe even a drill. But for now, I'm just going to show you how to plug it in correctly and to make it work. All right, so let's get to it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the factory Subaru light bulb. Okay, so this light bulb has a locking ring that you gotta spin, and when it unlocks, you bring it out of place. Okay, that's the factory light bulb. As you can see, it's a halogen light bulb. We're going to unplug the light bulb. You gotta it's got this little clip right here. You just gotta press on it and push, and it comes out. Okay, so I already did the other side, but this actually took me a little bit to figure out how to do, because as you know, you gotta actually make this thing lock and the light bulb in there. And if you just do this, you'll notice that this doesn't quite go through. So I was like, well, that's it, it's not gonna work, until I realized this. This kit has a locking ring that comes out like this. Look, see how easy? So when it comes out like that, you basically just bring it through, and then this thing has these little notches right here where it's supposed to come and then lock. So we're gonna find the little notches. See? One day, I promise. Okay, there it is. And then lock it. All right. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. Let's see. Let me try and do it again. Okay, there we go. See? All right, there it is. See? It's locked in place. All right, so putting the light bulb back on. You gotta get this out of the way. You're actually not going to use this plug anymore, so you just kind of have to set it up to a side and get your light bulb in there. Okay. So finally, I put the light bulb in that headlight. It is a pain in the ass, but as you can see, it's already in there. You just have to line up the notches with the light bulb and then the lock ring, and it'll should stay there nice and solid. The next thing you gotta do is your relay powers, one plug powers both light bulbs, so you gotta run this cable to the other headlight. This is, like I said, this is just a test arrangement. I don't have anything set in stone. I can probably run it over here, but I just want to see the headlights on. So my ballast is right here. I'm actually gonna put my ballast behind the ABS pump. I'm gonna do something nice to keep it nice and solid. From the ballast, you have to run a ground. So all Subarus have a ground right here, which shouldn't be any issue. Actually, I'm gonna show you on the other side how to do it. This is the ground I'm talking about. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen up the ground. I love these ratchet wrenches. Best thing that's ever happened to mankind. Right after turbo. Okay. So like I said, this is a factory Subaru ground. And this is possibly where the other ballast is gonna go. Like I said, this is not how the kit is gonna look in my car, because I'm gonna try and do something nicer. I just wanna show you guys how to do it. As you can see, I already have the ballast connected to the relay. It's a simple installation because there's only one plug. Okay, so from here, from the relay harness, we're gonna go right here and just connect to the factory ground. Actually, hold on, because I don't want to damage that if I have to take it out. I'm actually gonna put it under there, and right here. Okay. In the perfect world, you should always clean your grounds. Make sure that they're nice and clean, so they're making nice contact. But for now, like I said, we're just gonna get the kit installed and make sure that it actually works. You don't have to kill this bolt, but you just have to make sure that it's nice and tight, because if this thing backs out at loose ground, it's probably one of your worst electrical nightmares. Okay, so we got this thing, the ballast set up over here. We got the ground already installed. These plugs right here are very self-explanatory, because this one goes to your actual light bulb. Plugs in right here. There you go. And then this one goes right here. Okay, but you have this little sucker right here that also goes to your light bulb, that goes into the relay harness. Okay, so just make sure you connect that. They have an actual shape, so don't try to force them in. They go in nice and easy. Okay, all right, and this is probably the hardest and most delicate part of the whole thing, which is connecting your positive to the battery. Okay, so we gotta connect the blue wire, which is actually your power wire that powers the actual relay, to the positive side of the battery. All right, as you guys can see, what I actually did is I took the whole positive terminal out and I connected my little fella right here. I know it looks messy, but we're gonna clean it up once the installation is complete. All right, on this side, we're almost done. Only thing we gotta do is we actually have to plug in your kit to the Subaru factory plug. Let me see, I'm in a really awkward position here. Okay, I think we're good. Get all this stuff out of the way. See, out of the way. Okay, I got this ground here, so it's connected. Now let's move to the other side. And on this side, we basically gotta do the same. We have to connect to the ballast right here. Like I said, you don't need to force these things because they are made in China and they are not very durable. And to the relay harness. okay? Oh, no, not okay. Right there. What the heck? There we go. Alright, let me check my connection over there. Yep, that one's good. Okay. Alright, so we are ready to start the car and see if it comes on. So you stay here for a minute. You double check, make sure that I don't have anything on the way. See, I do. Get this relay harness out of the way. Make sure that it's not going to hit anything. Okay. All right. Check out the lights. Let me know if they work. If they don't turn on, we can do something. This kit says that it's bi-xenon, so if I flash my lights, I should have brights too. Let's check that out. You let me know. Well, I guess that's it. All right, so. Alright guys, so let's make a quick summary so you remember what we gotta do. Number one, you gotta get a semi-decent kit. Don't always go for the cheapest. Look at the reviews. I always buy from Amazon. It's just so much easier. I got Prime and whatever. I'm not trying to advertise for them, by the way, but it just works out for me. The kit that I bought wasn't the cheapest one, but it was among the most affordable. I will post a review and see how long these light bulbs last. But if they don't last very long, I can still just buy a pair for like 40 bucks, you know. All right, so first thing that you gotta do, number one, you gotta take your factory light bulbs. Okay, so we went through that. Remember how I showed you? So you have to take your factory light bulb out and put the new one in. That was step number one. Step number two, take your second light bulb out and put the xenon light bulb in. Step number three, you need to route. I know this looks like a freaking mess right now, but I'm gonna clear it up pretty soon. You gotta find a way that you can route your relay harness that doesn't get caught in between either your serpentine belts or the fans or whatever. So you gotta try and do something nice. Also, make sure that it's not hitting a direct heat source, because this will melt. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go under the radiator supports right here and try to do something nice. See, I got a couple points where I can zip tie it over here, make it look really nice. After you got that going on, set up where your ballasts are gonna go. Make sure that you put a solid ground. Whenever you put the ground, clean it and make sure that it's not loose, because loose grounds make your car go freaking nuts. You can even burn your ECM and even worse things. Okay, so ground over there, ground over here. Okay, step number 4 would be to connect to the power source directly from the battery. Okay, so you can see, if you leave this right here, I'm gonna be so mad at you guys, because this is just terrible. You need to make this, you need to make it look factory and make it look nice. Okay, but after that, you're basically done. Okay, so me and my son Jonathan, say hi Jonathan.
Hi.
We're gonna put it together, we're gonna button it up, and probably go for a test ride and adjust the headlights, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to adjust them, because every time I go from halogen to xenon, they they're all out of whack, adjust them, and then post how the results were. All right guys, until next time, this is Supa, that was Jonathan. I'll talk to you guys later.